G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we have so much to cover. We had the announcement of Team 1X, a team that's now been created by Ops and Unknownxarmy that has some of the biggest players in the world joining them. Reet, Arkram, Bucky, Khanada, and there's a lot of confusion. Those players are signed to huge orgs. How are they joining this team while still being on their org? And I thought no better way to get those kind of questions answered than getting Ops on for an interview. So I'm gonna be asking Ops all the questions you guys have. How's it gonna function? Is it an org or is it a team? What are their plans for the future? Are they going to sign underrated players? All that kind of stuff. I'm then going to move on to what is going on in NA East right now and why every team is snaking, why it's 2 days out from FNCS and it looks like Clix no longer has a team. It looks like Illust has changed teams. Ronaldo no longer has a team. Blake swapped teams. Colazo. Pretty much everyone has tweeted out that they have now been snaked or they've snaked someone, and I just want to get to the bottom of exactly what's going on. And at the end of today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what happened today in DreamHack that saw Jack's team and Scope's team pretty much get cheated out of hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Just quickly before we jump into the interview, guys, I'm actually going away for a few days for my wedding. I'm getting married as of tomorrow. Yay, it's super exciting, but it means I will be missing the first few days of FNCS, and my YouTube videos will not be about FNCS. I'll film a big recap when I get back, a nice big video which you guys love, but I didn't want to let go of my daily uploads. We've been daily uploading now for over 100 days, so I'm going to be filming my setup tour and a Q&A video, which will be going out in the next few days. Just wanted to make sure you guys knew that's why it was those videos and not FNCS recaps. But after that, I'm back for the whole rest of the FNCS. Don't worry. If you guys somehow missed it, let me summarize what 1X is. It's a team that was created and it launched today. It was created by Ops and Unknownxarmy. It is not an org, it is a team. They already have Bucky join, Khanada join, Reet, Arkram, Ops, Unknownxarmy. It's gonna be huge. I do have an interview with Ops explaining it from his point of view, but in case you missed it, it is not an org. These players can join this team while still being signed to their orgs like TSM and all that. It's just gonna be a way for players to kind of support each other and support underrated players and help them grow and assist them when it comes to maybe joining orgs so players stop being taken advantage of. So I absolutely love what 1X is doing. Please check out their YouTube channel down below. Please check out their Twitter. Show them some support. I really think Ops and Unknown are doing something fantastic for the community here. And yeah, let's just hear it from Ops' perspective. My main question was going to be, so how does it work with, obviously the main question, everyone's going to have team versus org, like obviously you're on TSM, you know what I mean? Like Unknown's not signed, but like how's that going to like differentiate, and how do you guys plan on, like, are you going to get sponsors, or like what's the plan with that if you've thought about it yet?
Yeah, right now the biggest thing is like, so TSM, just as long as it stays a team, they're fine with it, and that's like their biggest concern. I think we should be good though, because worst case scenario, I'll just let Unknown run everything. I'll just be a player for the team, and like I'm not gonna deal with any of the business aspects of it, and I'll just stick with TSM as my org, and then like it's kind of like a chronic type thing, you know, how people are on chronic and on orgs. Yeah, so that's like, how it's gonna be most likely.
But Unknown has that kind of potential to want to try and make it obviously into like sponsors, org, if it's there. Like you guys, I watched the announcement trailer, which is amazing, by the way. You guys seem pretty motivated to like want to see it become something. Obviously you want to give exposure to the players, but it seems like Unknown especially has the potential there to want to maybe bring on sponsors and stuff, and he can do that, right? Because he's not signed.
Yeah, he's actually had a lot of good org offers that he's turned down because he wants to make this 1X thing his full-time thing.
Damn.
And I respect him a lot for that, because honestly, like in his position, you want to grow something for yourself, not grow something for someone else, in my opinion too.
For sure.
So I see where he's coming from, and I think with the right people, like this could definitely be big, way past Fortnite.
Damn, that's massive. Okay, sick. I respect it, because that's the main one. Obviously, like merch and stuff doesn't, like, you know, coincide with that though. So I like the fact you guys are kicking that off as well. And yeah, so obviously main plan right now, are you looking to, like, what would you want the roster to look like in, let's say, 3 months time? Is it looking to have like an academy? Are you looking to kind of just find more of the big guys? Like, what's the plan there? Have you guys thought 3 months ahead?
So yeah, so far I have a lot of like big pros in my DMs trying to join.
Nice.
But I also like, obviously I want to pick up some big people, but I want to really try to find a way to really find the underrated grinders grinding for the team. We're trying to come up with like a nice system where we can find them, and like, I don't know, content creators, creative warriors, comp players, it don't matter. If you have potential in the team, we want to pick some of those up. And then also I do want to get some top tier talent on the team as well, and a lot of people have reached out to me, so
nice.
I want to keep a balance between the two.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, same thing as well. Obviously, you're running Zone Wars tourneys. That's a great way to find underrated, like creative players. You're obviously doing viewing parties at tourneys. Is another way to do it as well. So, I mean, I think you guys are on the right track with that one as well. And is there, like, I don't know, one way I could see you guys doing it sick as well? Because you don't have to bring on sponsors. Like, you can sponsor tournaments that then, like, you know, 1x goes in and stuff. Like, you've got it kind of really figured out. You got a nice little, like, everything kind of supports each other with what you got going right now.
Yeah, honestly, me and Unknown are gonna invest our own money for the most part into everything. We want to like any players we pick up, we're gonna offer them editors, channel managers, anything they need. No contracts. You can leave if you want. Like, just like it'll be nice.
That's insane. That's actually massive. I mean, because like you said as well, I love that in the intro you mentioned as well, like, I don't think you got to where you are just because of exposure. I think you've obviously got talent. I think you're an entertaining dude, but it does. It gives you that kind of like, it gives you that boost and it gives you that attention on it. So, I mean, I like that. So is the plan to obviously do like videos together? Have you guys already got a YouTube channel going?
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel going. We want to do like nice content videos together. And in the future, we have plans for like house or something of the sort.
Sick.
That we're gonna be paying for ourselves, but that's like down the line after like COVID and everything.
Damn, you guys got big plans. That actually sounds awesome. Yeah, because as well, I think it's gonna be fantastic too. Because when you see these orgs, they want to make content. They always have the good intentions, but they haven't been on the player content side. You know what I mean? It always feels forced. Yeah. It always feels a bit awkward. You guys make content, like you know what you're doing with this kind of stuff. So I reckon that's actually gonna be sick. So what is the? So I've asked for like the 3 months. What is like the 1 year goal? So is it having? So it's having a house. It's having like an academy, like getting up and coming players, having big pros. Like, is that where you guys want to see it in a full year?
Yeah. That's like the main goal. And honestly, we just want to help everyone grow. Like, so with us coming together and making content together, it helps everyone grow together. Yeah. And then on top of that, helping like, you know, newer people get on and guiding them through esports teams that I've seen people be on in the past. They really don't do anything for the player, and they don't really offer them any guidance because they don't know anything. They don't know much about the scene. Yeah. But I feel like me, Unknown, Bucky, Khanada, all of us have just like so much experience, especially with the Fortnite scene and like what works and what doesn't work, that like we can just be there to give like a helping hand, because other teams, like the players aren't really, or like the management and the owners aren't really like experienced on how to be a player and how to be a streamer and how to really blow up doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're kind of just like going based off what other people have done. They haven't really done it themselves. And you guys have the platform as well. Like, that's a big part of it as well. You guys already have the attention on you. That's sick. I mean, I respect it. It seems very noble of you guys as well, because that is the main focus on the players. I like the no contracts as well, which obviously bypasses the org situation of it as well. But damn, that's pretty cool as well. Is this something that I know obviously with you as well, like with the tournaments and stuff, you're doing very well. I know you have an accounting background. Is it something that you financially want to see go massive in the kind of end goal, or is it just you just want to give an avenue for players to grow and be treated properly, or just a bit of both? Honestly, it depends where we end up a year from now. Like, we're not really thinking that long term yet, but I kind of like always said this even way before I became a streamer. Like, after I'm done with the streaming and gaming, I want to be a manager. So I'd rather manage like something that I own, or something that's like a part of my thing, than like manage for somebody else where I have a say in like what happens. And I think this is like give me a good opportunity for when streaming's done for me. Something I could like work on, like a project. That's super smart, especially like the situation Fortnite's in right now and stuff. People kind of like looking to do other stuff. You see people kind of starting to make that move, and it's going to be interesting to see where everyone lands. But that's interesting, man. I like that. That's the one. I mean, obviously, again, I'm obviously a fair bit older than you again, but you're quite a lot older than most of the pros. It's interesting to see Unknown be this interested in the business side of things as well. I guess some people just like that, but this is pretty much like not even, I don't even want to say this is where FaZe started. You're starting at like a position further ahead than FaZe as well, because you guys have such big platforms already. So like big things can come from this. I respect it. That's sick. I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for jumping on, man. That's only the main questions that I had. Is there anything you want to say as well? Obviously, I'm going to heavily promote it on YouTube, because I mean, I respect what you guys are doing as well. Is there anything you wanted to say, or? No, I just want to thank you for like putting me on here and like giving me a chance to talk about it, because this is something like I'm really passionate about. Thank you, man. That's sick, man. Now you're welcome, bro. I mean, you're gonna get plenty of eyes on, I'm sure, from your guys' streams and stuff. That's gonna be insane. Holy. So like, announcement today, is there anything you guys got in the immediate near future, like maybe like tournaments or anything, or is right now you're just announcing players and getting the general hype out? So we got the announcement, and then we have a merch drop coming up, but we also have some plans to get the team together and make some IRL content, hopefully fairly soon. Okay, sick. I like it. I a little bit teased. Did you have the exact date for the merch drop yet? No, not yet, but we'll put it on Twitter when it's ready. Nah, I like it. All right, sweet, too easy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So there you guys have it. I hope that answered all the questions you have. Again, shout out to Ops, and thank you for coming on and giving me his time to answer these questions. Please check out their socials and the links down below and show them some love, because I think this is going to be such a big thing for the community, for the players, and two people in the community who are incredibly hard workers.
If you're wondering why my outfit keeps changing in this video, it's because I already had it recorded and then all this craziness happened, so I've needed to come back and re-record it. So let's get to the bottom. Why does Clix no longer have a team? Why does Ron not have a team? Calc, Illest, everyone. So it looks like it all started with Blake and Ronaldo's team. Ronaldo ended up tweeting out, he's since deleted some of the tweets, but he tweeted out, wow, just wow, LMAO, that's crazy. And then tweeted out, and I'm not even mad, I can see where he came from, but I asked him 2 weeks prior, 1 week prior, if he didn't want to play or if they wanted to drop me, but he said he doesn't care. But 2 days before, nothing against him, hope it all works out. And that's in reference to Blake, because Blake tweeted out, Blake, XMB, and Scrubs risky split all of FNCS. So it looks like Blake has split with Ronaldo and Ocus. He's going on and he's going to be playing with XMB and Scrubs. He then responded to Ronaldo's tweet saying, I hate all you want, but you guys got to see where I'm coming from. Obviously, I didn't want to leave 2 days before, but if you watched any of our games, you would see our trio clearly needed an IGL, and I wasn't going to risk not qualifying for another Grands. Had to do what was best for me. And I have to agree with that. It's really unfortunate for Ron. I feel bad for Ron. Like Blake said, obviously could have done it a little bit earlier, but ultimately in the last few days of scrims and tournaments, their team's been struggling. Blake was kind of forced into this IGL role that he didn't really want, that he's not really well suited for. They were really struggling, so he's now gone with a team like XMB that has a set IGL, and now it looks like Ron and Ocus could potentially be looking for a third. That's where it was left off a few hours ago. Since then, everything has gone crazy. You now have Clix tweeting out, so effing dumb, ... LFT snake, and then you have Cal going to the timeline as well to tweet out that he is now looking for a team. So he said, God is real. Okay, then explain to me why I just got snaked last minute, back-to-back FNCSs. And then he said, guys, this is a joke tweet. If you take this serious, you have 0 brain cells. But then he has another tweet that's trio update, got dropped after a top 5 placement. There's people talking about how Illest has now found a new team. There's people talking about how Creo has now dropped Calc and gone with Illest. It's kind of all crazy, but all I know right now is that it looks like Blake and Ron have definitely split. I don't know what's going on with Clix. I don't know what's going on with Calc, and I don't know what's going on with Illest. I'm really sorry. I know that I try to be the source of information. I've even DM'd some of these pros, and some of them responded to me telling me they don't even know what's happening. So just expect on socials over the next few days to get a clearer idea of what's going on, and just wait until FNCS starts to see who's playing with who. Because like I said, I'm not going to be able to make the videos. I'm going to be at my wedding. I'm sorry, but keep an eye on Twitter because things are about to change a lot. Moving on to the DreamHack Cash Cup Extra Trios event, we saw another phenomenal tournament in both EU and NA. EU, we saw Heretics, Kinzel, Apex, iDrop, and Wakey take out the dub with 691 points, with second place Floki, Clement, and Deceptos on 628. That is a huge margin between first and second. Not as big as NA's though, I'll cover that in a second. Then we had Amplify, Matzo, and Benji still so consistent right now in third. We had Antics, Snazy, and Sweezy again getting fourth on 584. That team is so consistent right now. Flick's teams, Hen's team, I mean, back-to-back the FNCS first and second, but this time flipped. Kami Seti Teak was up there as well. We have Shady's team. Again, I'll admit I don't know too much about Shady's team. We have Forzia, Tayson, and Nate. So far, they have not come outside of top 10 in a single trio tournament they've played, so they are looking absolutely ridiculous. It was a fantastic tournament, and the big thing to note here, in both regions and the OCE tournament I had the joy of casting 2 days ago, no server lag. The servers have been so much better. It's like they just flicked a switch and all of a sudden overnight they've gotten so much better. So FNCS is looking like it's going to go off without a hitch. If we move over to the NA Cash Cup now, this one's a little bit... Again, I'll go through the leaderboard and then I'll explain exactly what happened with the final game that's left so many pros so pissed off. We had Bucky, Khanada, and Macwood finishing in first on 722 points. 100 points over second place, Day, Miro, and Reverse. Now, I don't want to take this away from Bucky, Khanada, and Macwood. They played so insanely well. They played phenomenal. I think even if these teams got into their final games, they still would have won the whole tournament. But going into the final queue, I'll show you what the leaderboard looked like and explain what happened. So Bucky, Khanada, and Macwood, they got a game way earlier, so they don't count. But Slacksjack and Acorn, C-Scoped and Tragics both did not get their final game despite Scope's team being in over a 10-minute queue, but for some reason on only 4 points less than them, Sav, Stretch, Avery, Daymir and Reverse did get a game. And because of this, because Scope's team and Slack's team couldn't get in a game, they went from being second and third all the way down to just inside top 10. They lost so much money, and this isn't the first time we've seen this happen. The way skill-based matchmaking affects the lobbies and the way the games work to make, you know, better teams versus better teams, which I agree with, has really thrown so many people's tournaments right at the very end, and people are calling for maybe a fix where if you get in over a 5-minute queue, it just puts you in a game. And I know that could cause issues of teams getting in worse lobbies, but maybe just do that for the last 30 minutes of the tournament. Either way, I made a tweet addressing this, and so many pros under it came out with stories about how this has happened to them and thrown their tournament. So it's something that does really need to get addressed by Epic Games. Alright guys, that does it for another video. Like I said, don't worry, the daily uploads are going to continue. I'll have the FAQ and the setup tour out in the next couple of days. Thank you so much for all the supports right now on my channel. It really does mean a lot to me. If you haven't already, please like the video. Let me know in the comments section down below your thoughts on anything I've talked about in today's video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.